Conrad Murray's name is still tied to one of the most closely watched celebrity death cases in modern music history. Now, years after serving time for his conviction in Michael Jackson's death, Murray has reportedly rebuilt his medical career outside the United States. On April 29, 2026, Conrad Murray was back in public attention after a new "Where Is He Now?" update revisited his life after the 2011 involuntary manslaughter conviction. Before we continue, subscribe, like, and share to support Starline Daily for more verified celebrity updates and trending entertainment news. Murray was the personal physician to Michael Jackson in 2009, during the period when Jackson was preparing for his planned This Is It concerts. Jackson died on June 25, 2009, at age 50. His death was later ruled a homicide, with acute propofol intoxication listed as the central cause, along with other medications in his system. That ruling led investigators to Murray, who had been treating Jackson for sleep issues. Prosecutors argued at trial that Murray acted with gross negligence by using propofol outside a hospital setting and without proper monitoring equipment. Murray pleaded not guilty, and his defense argued that Jackson had self-administered the fatal dose when Murray was not watching. In November 2011, a jury found Murray guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Later that month, he was sentenced to 4 years in jail. The conviction made Murray a central figure in the public conversation about celebrity medical care, physician responsibility, and the risks of powerful drugs being used outside controlled medical settings. Murray did not serve the full 4-year sentence. In October 2013, he was released from a Los Angeles jail after serving just under 2 years. At the time, reporting said his shortened time behind bars was connected to jail credit rules and California's overcrowding issues. After his release, the next question was whether Murray would ever practice medicine again. In the United States, his professional status had already been severely affected. His medical license in Texas was revoked, while his licenses in California and Nevada were suspended or restricted. California officials had moved during the criminal proceedings to prevent him from practicing medicine in the state while the case was active. Murray continued to maintain his innocence after the trial. He publicly said he believed the verdict was unjust, and his attorneys discussed efforts to fight for his ability to return to medicine. In 2013, he filed to have his Texas medical license reinstated, but his return to medical work in the United States remained blocked by the consequences of the case. Years later, Murray turned his attention to Trinidad and Tobago, where he had deep personal roots. Public reporting says he eventually moved back there and worked in private medicine before opening his own facility. In May 2023, he officially opened the DCM Medical Institute in El Socorro, San Juan, Trinidad and Tobago. At that launch, Murray said he wanted to contribute to healthcare in the country and described challenges he said he faced while trying to work with other institutions. According to local reporting, the facility was presented as a cardiology-focused medical institute, marking a major public step in Murray's attempt to rebuild his professional identity after the Jackson case. The move did not erase the history attached to his name. For many Michael Jackson fans, Murray remains inseparable from the final chapter of Jackson's life. For others, the "where is he now" question is about how a doctor convicted in such a famous case was able to return to medical work outside the United States. There is also an important distinction in the legal record. Murray was not convicted of murder. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, a conviction tied to negligent conduct rather than an intentional killing. That distinction matters because the case remains legally sensitive and accurate language is necessary when discussing it. As of the latest public information, Conrad Murray is reportedly based in Trinidad and Tobago and connected to the DCM Medical Institute. His U.S. medical licenses remain reported as suspended, restricted, or revoked depending on the state, and there is no verified public evidence that he has returned to practicing medicine in the United States. The clearest update now is this: Conrad Murray served his sentence, continued to say he was innocent, and later opened a medical institute abroad. But nearly 17 years after Michael Jackson's death, the public memory of the case still follows him, especially as new attention returns to Jackson's legacy and the final months before the This Is It concerts. Thank you for supporting Starline Daily, and stay with us for more verified updates on the public figures and cases still shaping entertainment history.